Hey everybody, welcome back to Where in the World is Juanita, and this time we are taking you to Indonesia, honey. We're going to Bali. Cue the footage. Honey, welcome to Indonesia. Here we come. Right now, we're going to take you on a tour of the Mulia Resort. This is where we stayed when we came to Bali. It's voted as one of the top 10 luxury hotel resorts in the world by Travelers Magazine and Forbes. So it is fantastic. It has everything that you would possibly want and need, from infinity pools to luxury spa treatments and even a kids club that is fantastic. We have luxury facilities, wonderful bars and restaurants. So let's take a look at what this resort had to offer. When in Bali, honey, do as the Balinese do. We went to the Bali Zoo, and let me tell you, it is a fantastic zoo. We definitely plan on coming back with the kids. There are deer that are just out and running free that you can go up and pet and you can feed. But most importantly, I wanted to go for the elephant ride. So you can go to the Bali Zoo, pay a small amount, and ride an elephant. Now, I rode Telly. Telly was a 26-year-old elephant. She's a girl after my own heart. Telly likes to eat. In the middle of our little elephant ride, Telly decided, you know what? I want a snack. And she stopped, tore off a branch, and started chewing. Couldn't get Telly to move after that. A little bit of case of the itis, but gave Telly a chance. Give her a minute. She got it back together. Love Telly. Telly the elephant. Shout out. Hey guys, we're here in Where in the World is Juanita. We are at the Bali Zoo. We're going to go and ride the elephants today. Woohoo! Let's go. In Bali, we visited some great places. We went to a temple and saw a temple dance. Now, I will tell you this, you better watch your back around the temples because the temples have monkeys. And this temple had 6 herds of monkeys, so we were told. Now, these wild monkeys are not just out in the wild just being, no, they are trained. Trained in the sense that they have grown to adapt to their environment. They will snatch your glasses right off of your head, take your personal property, and the only thing that will get it back is if you throw them some food. I watched the man. I mean, he let his guard down, and the monkey, he took it. He got his glasses back, but you know, same time. Same time.
Oh,
he took his glasses. Oh, he's eating it. He's gone.
Oh my goodness, he's a big one.
Whoa. There you go, back up there. He's eating them. He's like, nope, I got the glasses.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Step show. This is a step show. I don't know what. Maybe they don't know about step shows in India, but this is a step show.
It's not a step show. Now, we swung across the jungle, and there's a big thing called the Bali Swing. Now, our Bali Swing location was fantastic. It was kind of like a party. All right, there was hip-hop music playing, different infinity pools. Everybody was having a good time. There was food and drink. And then there are these huge swings that kind of swing you out over the waterfall and over the jungle. I was fine after the first couple of swings. Keenan, on the other hand, I don't think he ever really wanted to do that. You know, the things you do for love. So we are here in Bali at the waterfalls and at the Bali Swing. So we are going to swing over the falls. I've convinced Keenan to do this. Swears he's going to do it. He looks a little nervous though. You look nervous.
I am.
You should be nervous.
Look, there's no reason why we should do that.
There's every reason why.
Other than you want to.
It's been 15 years of marriage. You gotta swing and be happy. Swing and be happy.
We don't have to swing out there over the waterfalls to be happy. I was happy right before we came up here.
And you're not happy now?
I'm a little bit worried right now. I saw you sign that liability form. I also noticed you making me go first.
Your insurance is paid. Okay, I'm gonna just say it. There is a difference between being a tourist versus being a traveler. Tourists expect everything to come to them. They go and they experience. Travelers go for an experience and they get immersed in the local culture beyond the highlights of what you should pick. we went to an artist collective gallery and supported the local artists of the area. And you can tell a lot about a community and a lot about a country through two things: their food and their artists. And so we went, we picked up some wonderful pieces and even had an opportunity to meet one of the artists. We're talking mastery level art here. It was a fantastic experience and really eye-opening into the real culture of Bali. So again, the way that you can really tell about a culture is that you have to get beyond the touristy sites and the touristy things to do and really go deep into the local environment. And so what we did, we went to a local Indonesian restaurant called the Artist Cafe. They have art that's there and photography for sale, but it's an authentic Indonesian experience in terms of eating. And let me tell you, it lived up to the hype. The food was absolutely fantastic and the atmosphere even better. Bali was definitely a beautiful experience, from the beach to the temples to the art to the atmosphere, and most important, the people. Very friendly, very welcoming. We would definitely be back. Highly recommend it for a place that you should go and visit. This is Where in the World is Juanita, honey. She was in Bali with her man.
What's up, wine friends? It's your wine friend Shayla Renato from Black Girls Wine, here with another episode of Wine Around the World with Juanita. And today we are tiptoeing into Bali, where wine is extremely expensive. So most people bring in their own varietals whenever they travel into Bali. Now listen, you can take up to 1 liter with you legally to get into Bali. Okay, so 1 liter is what you can take. So grab you a big bottle. The best wines you're going to be able to find to drink in Bali are going to be your sparklings, your whites, and your rosés. Reds don't necessarily grow there. The best, according to Charles Wiseman, I had to look at his name and make sure I was saying that right. Charles Wiseman, he's a wine connoisseur. I was reading up on his blog to kind of get an idea what to share with you about Bali, and he just shared that the best wines there are the whites, the sparklings, and the rosés. So when you're traveling to Bali, that's his suggestion. I'm gonna follow Charles because he's been there. Okay, so cheers until next time. Make sure you tag us and let us know if you enjoy a wine in Bali. What was it? What kind? How much was it? Share your wine journey with us. Okay, cheers and have a good one. If you enjoyed this episode of Wine Around the World with Juanita, make sure you check me out over on the Black Girls Wine Facebook page. I go live every single Wednesday and review a new wine from around the world. You'll never have to wonder what to pick up from the grocery store again. So again, join me over at the Black Girls Wine Facebook page. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.